Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Amy. Today I'm going to do a look inspired by Pantone's 2025 Color of the Year, which is Mocha Mousse. I am a little bit behind the game on this. It's the end of January, but I wanted to give it a shot and see if I can make it work with everything that I got going on with my mature skin, my hooded eyes. So let's give it a shot and see how it comes out. So I'm going to throw on some of this lip stuff, so it'll be nice and plump. This is the, actually I think I got this in my BoxyCharm bag. This is Patchology. It is a peptide lip treatment. It's an overnight treatment, but whatever, I put it on. I've already done all of my skincare and I've put my complexion products on. I will link everything that I use down below. I won't bore you with all those details. What we're really here for is the color. So this will be interesting. I did shop my stash for everything here. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen, especially with my eyes, but we're going to try to make it work. I think, well, the first thing I need to do is actually put on some eyelid primer. I did not do that, so I will do that. This is the Urban Decay primer, which honestly, I'm going to be honest, I'm not really loving. I feel like it gets it makes my eyelids feel super dry. And let me see. A brush. My Kingdom brush. It'll work. I did this morning just order a new one from, it's actually just the Ulta house brand. Did have 5 stars on their site, so we can give that a shot and see how that works out. I know that the Urban Decay is sort of the holy grail for a lot of people, and I'm not saying it doesn't work for me. It does. It really prevents creasing, which is obviously the goal. But I don't know. It just kind of makes my eyelids feel strange. It kind of, maybe it's because I have hooded eyes. The skin is already kind of creased in a weird way, so maybe it's just that this, sorry to see without glasses, maybe it's just the way my eyelids fold that makes it feel odd, so this could be a me problem. But in any event, that's what we're going to go with. We're going to let that sit for a second, and then we're going to do I'll apply some bronzer. This is new to me. I didn't really shop my stash for this. This is the Makeup by Mario. This one. I'm sure everybody knows what it is. Again, I'll link everything down below. I can't see without glasses on, so, and I actually didn't write it down, so we're gonna have to roll with this. But let's see how this works out. I do like that it's got a doe foot and a pump. I don't know if I'll ever use the pump, to be honest, but I can't imagine putting that much on. But it's nice to have options. So I'm going to use this brush. This is the BK Beauty 116, and I'm just going to tap this in. That's really pretty. Whatever color I got, it's pretty. And I think it goes well with theme, our Pantone theme today. That is really pretty, actually. Maybe we'll use a little more. When something looks pretty, always apply more of it, because that's what we do, and that's gonna definitely work out for you, Amy. I had my hair highlighted yesterday, and so I had my my stylist. Her name is Velvet. She's amazing. She specializes in curly hair, which is what I have. I'm one of those people that went 50 years without realizing they had curly hair. And when I did, it changed my life, because I struggled for so long trying to figure out why my hair was the way it was. So anyway, she blew my hair out, so that's why it's straight today. But okay, moving on. I think that'll do for the moment. All right, eyes. What are we going to do with the eyes? So I have a couple of options. I have the Naked 2 mini palette by Urban Decay, which is very, very neutral, which I think will go well with our Mocha Mousse theme. But I also have like my absolute favorite eyeshadow ever. I spent way too much money on it, and it was worth every penny, to be honest with you. It's the Hermes. This is the ombre, and this is ombre fauve, I believe. And I just think these colors are just absolutely stunning. So what the hell? We're gonna start with this and see what happens. I'm going to use, this is the Angie Hot and Flashy A501. Actually, I'm not going to use that. I'm going to do something else. I'm going to try a little technique that I saw Smitha Deepak, who she does just beautiful eyeshadow tutorials. And she specializes, well, not she specializes, but she does a lot of tutorials for people who have hooded eyes, which I do. And I saw her do this technique, which we're going to try out. Oh God, this is such a beautiful formula. Oh God, I hope I don't have to take this all off. Absolutely ruin my face. Okay, so the deal was that she put a line with the little sponge applicator. I stole this from my Dior because I don't actually have sponge applicators. She put 2 lines like that, sort of on the outside, and then on the inside, I'm taking this guy right here, and she put a line. I got this way too close together. I'm just gonna see, I've already screwed this up, and it's like, it's so early in the morning, and honestly, okay, there's supposed to be way more sort of white space in between the 2 lines on either side, but clearly I'm not capable of doing that. So now I'm going to take the Angie Hot and Flashy 502 brush, and the idea is that you just start to blend this out. Blend the colors together. And if I recall correctly, because I actually haven't used this palette in a hot minute, But I seem to recall that these blend really nicely. But I've also put that tacky eye primer. Oh God, God help us all. I put the tacky eye primer on, and it seems to be doing its job way too well, because this is not blending. Okay. Don't be like me. Maybe I'm just not trying hard enough. Let's see. Yeah. I can rub it off. Why don't we do that? Let's rub it off and we'll try again. And we're back. So let's try this one more time. Let's do it sort of the normal way. And we will try Smith's technique. I'm sure it's definitely user error. It's not her technique that's the problem. It's definitely me. So I'm going to take my 502 brush again, and I'm going to dip into the lighter of these colors and just do what I always do, which is define a new crease above my actual crease. Maybe I need to not use the eyeshadow primer at all. I've tried it with using just concealer, but that just it just creases. So that's why I was like, oh, I'm going to get this eyeshadow primer because that'll solve all of my problems. And lo and behold, it did not. Clearly, it just gave me new problems. Okay. I think that's okay. All right. So now I'm going to take, and all of my rougher brushes are in fact dirty. So I'm going to take, this is the Angie 504, and now I'm going to go into the darker brown here, and I'm just going to darken up the outside corner a little bit. This year was the 25th anniversary of the Pantone Color of the Year. Fun fact. And the very first Pantone Color of the Year was Cerulean Blue, which happens to be my absolute favorite color ever. Okay, what's going on here? What do you think? I was curious, so I did a deep dive on the Pantone Color of the Year. And apparently the way that they choose it is, they say that they send their people out. I don't know who these people are, but they send the people out into the world to essentially identify color trends and cultural trends and, trends across different industries like entertainment and technology and all of that. And then they all come back together and I guess they vote. I'm oversimplifying, but they vote on what the color will be. And so, smudger brush, I'm going to take the lighter color and I'm going to smudge that down below my eyes, see if that does anything at all for me. And so I was thinking, like I said, I went down a rabbit hole and I was thinking about, cultural trends and things that are going on in the world and all of that. That should be, that's interesting. And then I was thinking, wow, given the state of our world today, I'm going to try to say this in a very not too divisive way. I'm going to stamp the darker color along my upper lash line, maybe. I feel like the next 4 or so years, the appropriate color and I hope this isn't true, but I feel like the more appropriate color will be something akin to Vanta Black. And for the uninitiated, Vanta Black is in the it's in the super black class of colors, which are in reality they're coatings that were made for industry. You know, things like lasers and microscopes and telescopes and things like that. The color of the material is so black that it absorbs 99.9% of all visible light. I will throw a picture somewhere up here of what Vanta Black looks like on when it's painted, when it's made into a paint and put onto a statue, because basically it looks like a black hole. Anyway, nobody cares about this. I'm gonna throw an eyeshadow topper on. I'm the only one who cares. This is the Super Shock Shadows, which appears to have hit. I've got hard pan right now, so I'm not. I'm gonna have to fix that, but I'm gonna throw a little topper on here. This is the color Ritz, and it's so pretty. Let's see. Press that on. I know some people say that people over a certain age shouldn't wear glitter. I say, fuck it, I'm wearing it. Because I love it, it's so pretty. Look how pretty that is. And when I go into Ulta today to pick up my my new eyeshadow primer, they're going to be so impressed by how pretty I am. Okay. All right, I think we're good with eyeshadow for the moment. Let's just let that sit and we'll ruminate on it. And what we're going to move on to next is blush. Now, I have a couple of blushes. I figured I would go with, actually the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the the Dior bronzer, because I think that will be pretty. Where's my bronzer brush? Here it is. I'm using all of Angie's brushes today. This is the 507. I think that's what that is, 507. And I'm just going to tap into that and see if we can get some pretty. Get some Mocha Mousse vibes going. What do we think? Too much? Spread it out a little bit. Up, up, not down. Up, down, up, not down. It's bottom. Okay. So that's a good little starting point. And so I did get two. So I had two sort of peachy color blushes. This is the Juicy Pang in the color. I don't know, it's written in Korean, so it's too small for me to read without my glasses on, but I will put it down below. But it's sort of peachy, you can see, sort of a peachy color. And then this one is a Fui, and oops, let's get a cute little, and this is also in Korean, which I cannot read because the font is too small, but also kind of two sort of peachy colors. And these are fun. These are like the bouncy ones. So honestly, I think between these two, I think I'm gonna go with the Juicy Pang, to be honest. We'll put that right on top of the bronzer. And if I recall correctly, these aren't super pigmented. I can kind of build it up a little bit. Oh yeah, I think that's pretty. What do we think? A bit across the bridge of my nose. Very little bit. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay, good choice. Good choice. Okay, we're going to do some mascara. I'm going to quickly give these a little curl. And this is the L'Oreal Panorama Voluminous Mascara. I believe it's just in black. My dog is trying to come into the room. I picked up a few different styles of false eyelashes recently, and I really haven't had the guts to try them. I've never worn false eyelashes, so I'm a little nervous to try them, but I don't know, we'll see. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to wipe off this lip stuff, and I'm going to put on some lip liner. So I've been in love with the Dior Midnight. This is actually a lip balm, so there's not a ton of color in it, but that's perfect for me because I just like to tint my lips. My lips are being reabsorbed by my body, so and the color, although I think probably because I had the stuff on them and I was rubbing them together, they look a little bit more pink. Usually you can barely see my lips. So in any event, I'm going to use the Dior, what do they call this? The Rouge Dior Contour lip liner, and it's in Dior Midnight. And I like to, again, slightly overline my lips, just slightly, like right on the vermilion border. And it's funny, this is, so I actually swatched this 2 days ago on my wrist. And I don't know if you can still kind of see it. This, and I've showered since then and washed my hands, and it's still there. I can still see it. So this lasts a long time. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Yumiya, 괜찮아? My beagle can be a little needy sometimes. Satufia. She's multilingual. At any given time, we speak to her in English, French, Korean, or Spanish. So she knows stop in a variety of languages. Just gonna blend this out a little bit. And then we'll go in with the tint. which to be fair, isn't as sort of chocolatey as it looks in the tube. But generally speaking, that's fine. I like the way it looks, but for this, I don't know. I think for the Mocha Mousse look, it's okay. My lips are very strange. Like, I feel like one side is lower than the other. I need something done to like lift this side up just a little bit because they look kind of off. That looks pretty. What do we think? Okay, so the last thing will be to do our setting spray, and this is the Milani, the Make It Last, the original, which I find is I feel so fancy when I use my fan. Okay, so here's the finished look. Say hi. This is Yumiya. She's also rocking her Pantone Color of the Year today. Your Mocha Mousse style. What do you think? Ne? Intana? Oh. Okay. Okay, so the hair notwithstanding, I've got to do something with that. I actually think this is a pretty good look. I think with maybe the exception of the glitter on the eyes, this could be a good everyday look for someone who were to leave their house on a regular basis, which I do not. But yeah, I like the way that this came out. I'm going to use that Hermes eyeshadow palette more. I'm definitely going to switch up my eye primer just to see if that makes a difference, because what was going on there at the beginning, I definitely was not working. But yeah, that's it. If you found this at all useful or mildly entertaining, please consider giving it a like and subscribing, and I will see you next time. Thanks, bye.